Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday, November 15th, 2022, and this is FlossTube number 85. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new here, thank you for stopping. Thank you for pressing play and looking and saying, she looks like she might have something interesting to watch. This is a channel mostly about cross stitch. Every now and then I will talk about quilting or crochet or some other stitchy goodness that I might be doing, but for the most part it is cross stitch, and today is no exception. If you're a returner, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. I've had such a busy week, and I feel like I've not replied to anybody's comments from last week, and I am so sorry. I'll be touching on a few of them here in just a bit, but thank you so much for all of you who come back. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so there we go. I think that's my intro. Welcome. I'm a little bit of out of sorts. We've had, like I said, a busy week, and so I'll touch on that more at the end when I get into family personal stuff so that I don't bore you guys. But let's address some comments that I had. Okay, Lori, you mentioned an app, and I did not write the name of the app down. I am sorry for tracking things. So that threw me down a rabbit hole of looking for apps and whatnot, and I discovered that Blitstitch has an app, and I didn't write down the name, but I will try to. I know it's available for Apple because I do have Apple products, but I do not know if it's available. I need to check, and I do have my little Android tablet, so I will check and see if it is available on either one of Android. I'm going to try to link it below if I can. Link the two stores below where you can get the app, but it's really a neat app. And if you've ever watched Blitstitch, he has all these graphs and totally beyond my scope of what I want to do. I am still pencil and paper when it comes to planning. Like I said, I've just started using the iPad for marking my charts, but when it comes to planning, I am still pencil and paper. I like my pencil and paper for now. We'll see how that goes. But check out Blitstitch's app. And like I said, I'll try to link it down below. All right. Angie Slowly Crafts. If y'all are not watching her, you need to watch her. She's got some great things. She's a fairly new FlossTuber. So she just has a few, I think maybe 5 videos up. I didn't check this morning. Amazing projects. She does great work. So y'all go check her out. She talked about breaking rotations. Yeah, I do that too. I seem to get stuck on a certain amount of like my favorites, and I just kind of work on those over and over again, and I really need to get out of that because I have so many other projects that I like. And so I think that's one of my reasons why I'm having so many different Whip Go boards is because I want to touch all of those projects, and I'm hoping that helps in that area. Because like I said, I do, I have so many, but boy, I just get stuck in a rut of doing the same thing over and over again. So hopefully those Whip Go goals will help me out there. Nicole, Ironwork Gate is out of print, but I have seen it on the secondary market, Etsy and eBay, and I think I got mine off of Etsy and I paid maybe $5 for it. So it shouldn't be worth more than that. In fact, yeah, it should not be worth more than that. I don't think I've ever seen it. Maybe $8, maybe. Yeah, and it does come up often enough. It's by Barbara and Cheryl, and they have some amazing Southern architecture charts that are really pretty. In fact, I think I have an extra one I'm going to show you, but yeah, so look for them. Just keep your eye open, set you a little notification on eBay, and that's what I did. And but I think like I said, I think I ended up grabbing it on Etsy. Granny Stitcher Linda. Yes, he has a face, but I still haven't backstitched it. We're talking about my Mid Amish life, which I'm about to show you guys. So into my stitching. In Mid Amish life, I work on this 24/7. There is a Facebook group. I do link that down below. This is something I pick up 25 minutes a day, 7 days a week. If I skip a day, I'll work on it usually for about an hour. I'll pick an hour-long floss tuber, which is what I did this week. I picked Laura Stitching by the Shore. She had about an hour and I think 18 minutes, and I stitched this the whole time. And I kind of got caught up on what I was doing. So here it is. This is a mid-Amish life. And I didn't bring my iPad. My iPad has all my pictures, but this is a mid-Amish life. It's the only one I had to show you guys. So this is what I've done so far. This is a chart that was out of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts in 1986, I believe. It's also out of the book 101. I don't have that near me. 101 Best Loved Designs from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. I've seen the book go from anywhere for the $10 that I paid for it to $100. But this is it right here. So I got my hayfield working. I'm working on my hayfield, and I started outlining, back stitching some of the bales so you can see them. Look at them. There's my man's face. Still no outline. I have these little random stitches that I just need to go in there and do because I will forget about them if I don't do them now. So anyway, so I'm hoping, I set a goal on my chart to finish this hayfield in November. So I don't know how that's going to go, but we will see. Hopefully I can get most of it done in November. I know the hayfield kind of stops. There's a wagon right around here, and then there's kind of a little bit of the hayfield, but at least if I can get page 1 hayfield done and maybe start working on that wagon on page 2, we will do good. I am doing this as, it originally came out in 3 parts. I'm doing it as one big piece. Anyway, so that is it right there. I'm so excited. Look at it. I love that hayfield. I just love it. We lived in Tennessee where there were a lot of hayfields, and we actually lived about an hour from an Amish community, and I love hayfields. So there it is. This is done on a 36 count blue, 32 count. Here you go. Here's the package right here. 32 count light blue Lugana. That's what I'm doing this on. And I am using 2/1. DMC, call for. So that is my 25/7 piece amid Amish life. Next up is my chatelaine, and not a big one. It is the tiny Marie Antoinette Rose Gate. This is a freebie on their page, and I am almost done. I was hoping to get it done. I started beading maybe Thursday. I started beading, and boy, there's a lot of beads. And then I was watching Judy City Stitcher, and I think she said there was 182, which I believe. So I am stitching this with DMCs and metallic threads and beads from my stash. So I just kind of pick what I think goes with it, and that's what I use. And so here's what I've done right here. So I still have left to outline this in gold and put in my little corner beads. I have a stitch that I missed right here, specialty stitch. I need to do that. And then some more beads. So I'm hoping to finish it in one day. I sat down one day and I did all these beads. That's all I worked on. Didn't work on anything else except for amid Amish life. But that's a lot of beading. Now, Judy did say to go through both beads twice on her last video. And I think I'm going to do that to kind of anchor them and make them lay straight. But like I said, these are just some beads from my stash. These right here are supposed to be like a turquoise color. They're kind of an iridescent turquoisey purple. I love them. They're so pretty. But there you go. I still haven't decided which beads I'm putting in the corner yet. I'm tempted to put pink. I think it calls for blue, but I'm tempted to just put some rose colored beads in there. We'll see. We will see. So hopefully this will be a finish. And then I am on the hunt for a little frame. I thought about seeing if I could find a cute little frame that I can turn into an ornament. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But this was fun to stitch. Now, Judy talked about it, and she did say, you know, this is, of course, a very small chatelaine. And so, you know, the larger ones, of course, have your stitch guides and more stuff like that. But, you know, with me having done specialty stitches all last year, I was kind of familiar with some of them. So I was able to just look at the chart and figure out what they wanted me to do specialty stitch wise, because there are some on there. But I really had so much fun beading. It's just so much fun. So I am going to, when I'm finished this, I am going to start one that I got out of my Gift of Stitching magazine download that I got. I purchased all of them. They're on sale again for $29 for all of them. And I think there's like 2 or 3 chatelaines in there. They're small. They're not the big ones. They're small. So I think there's like one that's a little bit bigger than this and the one that's a little bit bigger. So I think I might work my way up to the one that's, you know, not the big ones. I don't think I'll do that. I don't know. Never say never. But that's it. Beautiful, beautiful. So much fun. So much fun. Okay. So, next, my full coverage piece. I hardly did anything on this piece. I started working on it and I got tired of the beige that I was doing. I'm talking about Rohan. Welcome to Rohan. Rohan. I really think it's Rohan. Rohan. It's really Rohan. Riders of Rohan. Yeah, it's Rohan. Anyway. So I was working this way and I was tired of this beige. I hadn't filled in the letters. So I picked up green and I started stitching it, and then things happened and I didn't finish, and you know, but there it is. That's all I got done. So since I didn't get as much as I wanted to do, I think I'm going to spend one more day and try to fill in this little green part, and before I pick up my next full coverage. But that's what I have. Not a whole lot, but it's coming along. It's weird how you look at something like this and you go, it's not big. It's big blocks of color. It won't take me long. I think I rather the confetti pieces than these giant blocks of color. I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of where I'm at. All right. And the last thing I stitched. I'm putting everything on top of my notes. The last thing I stitched was my Jeanette Douglas bouquet. I am working on October's bouquet. This is a freebie on her website. If you want it, if you think you might want to stitch any one of these, go download them. She will be taking them off of her website at the new year. December 31st, I think, is the last time to download it. So when December 1st rolls around, go download them all, save them on your device, and that way you'll have them if you ever want to stitch them. Anyway, I'm doing it as one big piece, and this is what I got done. So again, I'll work on this a little bit more today, and hopefully get it finished this week at least. I'm trying to I'm trying to do the one thread. I think it's Janet Jabber that does that. I'm trying to do the one thread. But I got carried away with the green, so I just did all the green. I was watching Shelley, Proverbs 31:22, and I was just working on all this green. I find that if I want to work for an extended period of time on a program, I'll pick out a FlossTuber. His videos are about that long. So I need to go and find an hour-long FlossTuber and work on this. I'm going to work on a Mid-Amish Life when I watch Stitching Mommy, because she just came out with a new one and it's about 20-something minutes long. So I'll do that. And so I need to find me an hour-long FlossTuber to watch while working on this and hopefully getting most of it done today. So that's it. That's it for my stitching. That's all I have. I had a class Saturday, and when I have a class and it was online, and I find that the online classes throw me, they wear me out faster, more than, I should say more, they wear me out more than my in-person classes. Just something about sitting in front of that computer. I don't know. I mean, I like them, you know, I don't have to drive an hour to my class, but still it's tiring. So I didn't do anything Saturday or Sunday. Anyway, all right. I have a little bit of haul and I have some Stitchy Kindness. So I am going to share my Stitchy Kindness first. This is from Grammy Stitcher Linda. Linda said this to me. She messaged me and asked me if I would like some leftover threads and Krynick and beads that she had. So she sent me some things, and She sent me a little card, a little polka dot card. And then she sent me some Krynic. So this is Krynic blending filament. Isn't that color pretty? I love that color. And then she sent me rainbow blending thread. Same color. I'm gonna have to, I have Linda, you don't know this, but I have the Mirabilia chart that you can, Nora Corbett chart that you can get off of Hirschner's, and it's the Christmas ornaments, and they're in reds. I'm gonna see if I can use these. And then she sent me some DMC Pearl Cotton number 5 in this beautiful, beautiful, hold on, color. Isn't this pretty? Pretty, pretty. And then she sent me some matching Mill Hill beads. Right here. And some size 24 needles because I'm having trouble finding these. And she sent me some fabric, some 18 count Aida by, I don't know who this is by. Does anybody know who this is? Y'all know I don't buy fabric. First I thought it was Jew Design, but it just looks like Jew Design. I don't know. It's called Grandma Flip. Did she say who it was from? Hold on. She said, small piece of 18 count grandma's slipper. So this is it right here. So it's a neutral color, not that natural. I can't think of what it's called, but anyway, but it's pretty. Love it, love it, love it. I gotta find something to do on this. So pretty. Thank you, Linda. I really, really appreciate it. All of this will go to great use. These needles are about to go in my needle book because, like I said, I buy mostly 28s, but I do like having my 24s. 24s are what I use when I stitch metallic threads. So the 24s with the metallic threads are amazing. Okay, now for my haul. My L&S is going out of business. They're called Stitch and Frame. They're here in Lafayette, Louisiana. And I never went there. They were open many moons ago, back when I first started cross stitching. And I used to go there all the time because they had a fabulous selection of cross stitch stuff, but they also had a huge selection of needlepoint. Well, in the time that we moved, that I stopped cross stitching and moved back from Tennessee, they were bought out by one of their customers, and she kind of kept more the needlepoint side. She still had the old cross stitch patterns. In fact, a lot of the patterns are very old patterns, which I like. You know, I still stitch those. And she has DMC and specialty threads and a ton of Krynic and stuff like that. So she announced that she's closing. She's keeping the frame portion of the store open, but closing the stitching part. So everything was 40% off, except her patterns that were in binders, which are her older patterns. They were $1 each. So I went. First thing I got was I got some thread. This is for Rose Garden that I'm going to be starting hopefully this month. It's November's almost over and I haven't even so when I was there, I pulled up the chart and I grabbed all the floss while I was there. Then I grabbed 3822 because I have several patterns that call for that. And then I went to she has a ton of rainbow galleries. So the first thing I did was I went and I got some Petite Treasure. This one is not petite, but I love the color. This is Treasure Braid. And then I got some Petite Treasure Braid. Now this stuff I got for a pattern that I picked up. This one is, at least. This one and this one actually are for a pattern that I got. So these are the petites. Are they pretty? Pretty. And then I got some Silk Lame, and I just got these colors because go Tigers. Yay. So the first thing I did was she had a binder labeled Mirabilias, and she had several, and I think I'm going to go back this week and see if she has some more. if she still has some, because I'm going to grab a couple of more. But this is one that I saw. It's an out-of-print chart, and I got it for $6. And it is English Roses. And this is actually number 14. So this is an early chart. It uses silk ribbon embroidery, which I did back then, back in the day. She's just so pretty. I love this design of memorabilia. I'm not really fond of the fairies and the angels. I like her queens, and I like this kind of stuff. There's another one called, it's a deco something that I just absolutely adore. So I got this chart. Like I said, I'm going to go back and see if there's anything else. And then I picked up this ink circles chart right here, because I have an ink circles out of the Gift of Stitching magazine, but that's it. I don't own an actual chart. So I got this one, and it actually calls for, she's like, do you want to get the threads to go with it? And it's I can't see where I saw it. Oh no, it's this one. So I do not have a Rosewood Manor, so I got this Dogwood Lace. Oh, look how pretty that is. I think Dina has stitched this, half stitch, cross stitch. I know she stitched something very similar. This calls for, because this is what she says, do you want to buy the threads? I'm like, do you have all of them? Because I would if you did. It calls for, hold on, where did I see it? Now I can't find it. 10 skeins of baked apple from Weeks Dye Work. So I don't know. I don't know if she has them or not. I might go back. Like I said, she doesn't do much cross stitch stuff. She does do a lot of needlepoint. So she has some of these, but not a whole lot. I don't think she has 10 skeins. Then she had some lavender and lace and butternut road. And I had to get these. These are, I think I bought all that she had left. So this is Christmas Visit. And then because of Stitchin' Mommy, I had to get this one, Nantucket Rose. She is doing hers in an Anna Green Gables vibe. She gave her red hair, and she's doing the house with a green gable. So pretty, so pretty. I might do a conversion on her. My daughter used to love to read, so I'm going to see if I can do maybe an African-American version. And then I got this one because, if you know, my mom taught me how to quilt. So this is the quilt maker. If I do this one, the little girl will have brown hair like me. I'll probably give her the same hair color as the mom would. And then the Celtic Christmas. Well, she's wearing red. So that's so pretty. So those are the charts that I got. Like I said, I'm going to go back and see if there's some others that maybe I missed. She did have a lot of Barbara and Cheryl's. In fact, she had, I can't think of what it's called. Something row. It's a bunch of row houses. And she had that one. Then she had the mini version, which was kind of nice, but I don't think I could do the mini because it wasn't as detailed. It wasn't as detailed. It was nice, but it wasn't as detailed. But they made it into a drum. It was so pretty. Anyway, then she has a box of freebies. And so I picked up this. Treasures in Needlework. And this one. And this one, I have this one already. This is what Pageant Kings is in. But I got it because there was somebody on one of my groups, I think, that was looking for it. I'm going to see if I can find it. So that is what I got. And I did not realize, now this is on me. Because when I would, like I said, I would go in the store and there was just a ton of needlepoint and needlepoint fibers and needlepoint threads. And she had a table that I missed every time I would go, full of cross-stitch fabric. And there was a lady that was spread out on the table, so I didn't interrupt her. But I think I'm going to go back and really just look at the fabric. She had not a lot of 18 count, but she had a big old piece. I'm going to see if she'll sell me the big piece. It was just white, and y'all know I like to dye my own fabric. She had a few hand dyes, not a lot. She had a few 28 counts that I kind of looked at. But so I'm going to go back and see if she's also selling her DMC cases for $45, which are tempting, but I don't have room for them. So I'm like, oh boy, as much as I'd love to get them. I have one and I love it. I love my DMC case, the little drawer one. Anyway, so I'm going to go back and just see what she has left and see if there's any patterns that I want. And just, you know, like I said, I wish I had known that she had more stuff. She just never really advertised her cross stitch stuff. It was, like I said, it was mostly needlepoint. But anyway, I'm going to go back, see what I can find. So anyway, that's all I have stitching wise. I'm going to move on into a little bit of personal stuff. And so if you don't want to hear that, thank you for staying. Personal stuff. We found out, well, I found out the gender of the baby, first grandbaby. So after I get this uploaded, I am going to go shopping to get the gender reveal stuff. We will be doing that Thursday. And we have the kids coming over, and my dad and his wife are going to come over. And for that, it's my dad's first great grandbaby. So he's excited. Anyway, so we have that. That's new. Like I said, I had class Saturday and I did no stitching at all this weekend. And then yesterday the kids came over for family dinner. So there was no stitching done then either. So anyhow, so I'm hoping to get some stitching done. A little bit of stitching done tonight. We don't have Bible study. That ended last week. And so I'm hoping to get some more stitching done. And anyway, that's it. That's all I have. No other. Thanksgiving break starts next week. That's another thing. Thanksgiving break starts next week. I don't know what we'll be doing Tuesday. I think my husband is talking about taking my daughter to see Wakanda Forever. That might be on Tuesday. I don't know. Sometimes she works on Tuesdays and sometimes she doesn't. So if she's not working, I think they're going to go see that. We are going Sunday to see The Chosen. Season 3, episodes 1 and 2 of the theater. We already got our tickets and our seats reserved, so we are ready to go see The Chosen. I love that series. If you've not watched it, it is amazing. I really enjoy it. It's it gives you a good light on the lives of the apostles. You know, granted, I know we don't know everything about them, but just kind of, it's kind of neat. Just seeing, you know, how their personalities are. And like I said, we don't really know, but it's really neat to watch. We enjoy The Chosen. So, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. If I don't come next week, I hope you'll have, all of my American viewers, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. If you're not an American viewer, I hope you have a great week. But hopefully I will be back. Like I said, I should be back. So that is all I have. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for visiting with me this week. I will see you guys next week, Lord willing. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye-bye.